How brave HYBE is this time. After a long period of silence, they finally made a move to persuade BTS Taehyung. But ARMY didn't stay silent. They immediately demanded one thing: BTS live Weverse. Why did HYBE suddenly insist, and why did ARMY go to such lengths? Check out the full narrative below. The world seemed to have gotten quieter for fans. No updates from Weverse, no interactions on social media, not even simple news. Usually, despite being busy, BTS still takes the time to signal to his fans, whether through photo uploads, comments, or just emojis on Weverse. However, this time was different. There was no sign of him, as if HYBE had tightly closed all access to him. But then, a surprising news came. HYBE is reportedly trying to persuade Taehyung to do a live broadcast on Weverse. This led to great speculation among ARMY. Some think HYBE wants to treat the fans' longing, but not a few also feel that this is just a business strategy. Because every time BTS members go live, engagement on the Weverse platform jumps dramatically. This certainly benefits HYBE as the owner of the platform. However, the question is, why did HYBE have to persuade? Isn't it true that if Taehyung wants to go live, he can do it himself? Speculation began to grow. There are allegations that Taehyung deliberately chose not to appear in public during his Woml. From the start, he did show a different attitude compared to other BTS members. Jungkook and Jimin had greeted fans via social media before leaving for the ARMY. J-Hope and Jin even occasionally gave news even though they were on duty. But Taehyung? He chose to remain silent. This silence could mean many things. Could be that he wants to really focus on his duties as a soldier, or there could be other, more personal reasons. Was he disappointed with something? Did he not want to capitalize on BTS' name during his enlistment? Or is there something going on behind the scenes? Therefore, when news emerged that HYBE tried to persuade him to go live, ARMY reacted immediately. They thought this request only further confirmed the notion that Taehyung was choosing to stay away from the public spotlight. ARMY immediately demanded clarity. They want Taehyung himself to decide when he will greet his fans. They don't want HYBE to force or use Taehyung for the benefit of the company. Many fans wrote comments on Weverse and social media with hashtags requesting that BTS be given full freedom in deciding when he wanted to communicate with ARMY. However, on the other hand, there are also ARMYs who truly miss Taehyung's voice and presence. They just want one simple thing: to hear his news directly from himself. They don't care if the live is organized by HYBE or not. The important thing was that they could see his smile again, hear his voice, and confirm that he was doing well. This situation eventually led to a debate among fans. Some supported Taehyung's decision to remain silent, while others hoped he would at least give a sign that he was okay. However, amidst all the speculation and expectations flooding social media, one big question arises. Did Taehyung really want to remain silent, or was there something preventing him from addressing ARMY? Many fans began to reanalyze the last digital footprint left by BTSV before entering the military. Some realized that Taehyung had dropped hints that he might be more difficult to reach during the draft. In fact, on several occasions before his departure, he had said that he wanted to focus entirely on his duties as a soldier without any distractions from the outside world. However, HYBE's attitude that keeps trying to persuade him to do live broadcasts has made ARMY even more suspicious. Does HYBE really care about fans' longing, or is this just a matter of business interests? Because if we look back, HYBE does have the same pattern towards other BTS members. They tend to provide updates or encourage the activities of idols who still have great influence on their platform. Jungkook, Jimin, RM, and even Jin have appeared in various forms of updates, even though they are on military duty. But why is Taehyung different? Many suspect that it's not just Taehyung's personal decision to disappear from the public. There could be reasons behind the scenes that make him prefer to remain silent. Is it because of the rules of his military unit? Is there certain pressure? Or is there something going on within HYBE and BTS that has yet to be revealed? One thing is for sure, the longer Taehyung goes without news, the more speculation grows. And this is something that can be detrimental to many. An increasingly restless ARMY is starting to demand more certainty. Taehyung really doesn't want to perform. HYBE should respect his decision and not try to persuade him just for the sake of Weverse platform profits. But on the other hand, ARMYs can't hide their longing either. There was another way for them to get updates from Taehyung without having to force him to go live. They would gladly accept it. Some ARMYs have even started asking HYBE to release at least one letter or written message from Taehyung, which could confirm that he is doing well and that the decision not to appear was purely his own will. It wasn't just about getting an update, but also about stopping any wild speculations that were growing among fans. However, HYBE still remains silent. It's as if they're waiting for the right moment to make their next move. Even more interestingly, some sources in the Korean entertainment industry mention that there is a possibility that HYBE is preparing another surprise regarding BTS and the members' draft. Perhaps they want to make a big plan that involves all members at once, not just Taehyung. If this is the case, then it could be that HYBE's reason for persuading Taehyung is not just about going live on Weverse, but also part of a bigger strategy. So, are we going to see Taehyung return anytime soon? Or will it be a long mystery that continues until he finishes his enlistment? One thing is for sure, ARMY will continue to wait with patience and full support for Taehyung, no matter what decision he makes.